Hello everyone, welcome to the 2022 Seven Oaks Open presented by First Class Renovations. We are out here at the beautiful Seven Oaks Gold Course in Nashville, Tennessee, a special layout made specifically for this event. Your commentary team, I am Felix.
And I am Conrad.
Big thank you as always to our Patreon supporters. Conrad, we're at Seven Oaks Gold for this tournament. What can you tell us about this place?
Man, this course is like a historical place. The layout that they have is a special layout, so you can't come out here expecting to play this layout any trip, any visit, but these are a few people who get to play the Gold layout. We have returning champion, James Snappy Cole. Not new to our coverage at all, Logan Bowers. We've seen this guy a time or two, Justin Bunnell. And this guy looks like he's seen a course one time or two, David Harless.
A bit of a local legend in these parts.
What's up, guys? This is Dr. John, TD of the Seven Oaks Open. This is year 2 of this event, featuring this new gold layout at the beloved Seven Oaks course in Nashville, Tennessee. Here we have a downhill par 3 to start our day. You must cross the road to be in bounds. There's also that OB marsh. I'll be doing the whole previews with you guys to tell you a little bit about the course. Hope you enjoy the coverage.
All right, on the tee, your defending champion from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Snappy Cole. Oh yeah.
Dr. John pulling double duty, doing the hole intros and doing the player intros here on hole 1 for us. Big thank you to Dr. John for the incredible amount of work he put in to make this tournament happen.
Thank you, Doodle. Drop. Safe. Now driving from Rockville, Tennessee, Logan Bowers. Woo!
We've had Logan on the Mega Bowl coverage multiple times. Innova sponsored pro, soon to be a daddy. Very smooth backhand and equally smooth and powerful forehand.
Yes. Remember his forehand very well.
Mm-hmm.
Safe. I like that. Now driving from Smyrna, Tennessee, Justin Bunnell. Woo!
Yeah, with this being a downhill hole and it being 424, it's very easy to reach for these guys, but you just have to be mindful not to go OB on the left or right. So it does take a little bit of precision here, just not.
It's not just a grip and rip. You can also go OB long here.
Oh yeah, true. That right there is a good shot, making a circle.
Now driving from Nashville, Tennessee, David Harless. Woo!
David Harless here has a pretty short swing, but he's got such long leverage. He's very tall. He uses his leverage very well. That looks like a nice wide hyzer finishing over to the left.
Yep, and that looks like that'll put him inside the circle as well.
Absolutely beautiful shot there. Couple of long bids here to start off the round. Snappy up first.
Luckily for this hole, it doesn't feel like it's a do or die. Like if you don't get it, it's the end of the world. Just because there is some difficulty to it. And it's the starting hole of the round. Little nerves. Taking the par's not that bad. Ooh, but you do want the birdie.
That settles.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Logan play before, I don't think, good birdie there for David. I don't think he's ever come across a putt that he's not running.
Yeah,
he's a very aggressive putter.
He doesn't understand layup at all whatsoever.
It's very fun to watch, and when he makes them, they're awesome, and then when he misses them, he makes some incredible comebacks too.
Yeah.
Oh no. Just spills out to the right, so he's going to have just that little tap in left for par.
Now that is one part that you don't want to take. One that was in for birdie and just happened to trickle out.
Yeah, they're putting into some older DGA mock baskets here, so it's
Ooh, that was scary too.
understandable. Getting a little nub love. But it's a par nonetheless. So only seeing the one birdie carded there by David Harless, he will have the box heading into the par 5 hole 2.
Thank you so much to Felix and Conrad and Ace Run Productions for making this coverage possible. This is hole 2, par 5, 1,055 feet. Out of bounds left on the first half of the hole, and then a mandatory right of the tree we just flew by. With about 400 feet to go, we make a dogleg back to the right to get to this accessible but technical green. This coming in as the 3rd hardest hole, averaging about 5.8.
Boy, nearly a full stroke over par, and you're going to see why.
Yeah, there's really teeth on this hole everywhere.
And that one cut across your screen there on the right, and that has gone into the, looks like the out of bounds on the right. Snappy also going with a roller with a disc that he had never rolled before. His old roller disc was not in his bag. But making do.
Yeah, he made it past the first barrier of trees.
Oh, that one is going to get caught up.
Yeah.
He's still pretty open there. There is a low ceiling in that area where it kind of drops down and then starts to rise back up. But he's got enough power on his forehand and backhand to kind of mitigate.
Was that a mid-range that he just did?
Oh, no, looks like a fairway.
Driver, okay.
Yeah. I found out real quickly that David is a fast player. Right there, I barely caught that one. But he puts it right back in the middle.
There's that Mando tree right there that no one is really coming in contention with. But that right there is well placed.
Yeah, his forehand touch and power is up there with some of the best we've seen. Oh, that looks a little low going into that hillside.
And that's going to put him out further than he wanted to be for his approach shot.
So Snappy, this roller ended up way more to the right, is actually near the old pin position that you normally play to on hole 2, and he's throwing a Sky Annie here that's going to get lost in the clouds.
Oh, there it is. I saw a peek of it.
And he ends up in this bushel of trees over here on the right-hand side. So he's going to have some work to do just to scramble out of there. This looks really good if he keeps turning.
Wow.
Great shot
That's
there.
a great shot. I didn't think he was going to be able to get up that far.
And somewhere amidst all that greenery is James Snappy Cole.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a disc. Okay.
Just punching a roller out to the middle.
I didn't realize how far back he was.
Yeah, he was a good...
gives him a position to be able to attack.
Yeah, he was a good 30, 40 feet in those woods. That's got to hurry. That left side comes up quick on you, and there you see.
Yeah.
Snagging it down. Not the worst position to be in. And again, as Dr. John talked about, this plays almost a stroke over par. A 5 here is plenty good. And Logan with that forehand again.
Yeah. Those are the shots that you want. I mean, I don't think he was out of position once.
Yeah, even with clipping that tree early, it still didn't really hurt him too much. Snappy with a floaty up shot.
Okay, those rocks grabbed it. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Throwing a rock into the rocks.
Ooh. Wow.
Very touchy approach.
Yes.
Long bid here for Justin.
Oh, all right. I wasn't sure if that walk was that he knew it or if he was
looked confident the whole way. He was
Yeah.
stepping it out as soon as it was out of his hand there. Just a nice floating nose up stalling putt into these chains here like we talked about. These are not the most friendly baskets, but he gave it just the right pace for it to snag.
That's probably why I wouldn't walk it off, just because of the type of basket. I mean, hole number one. There you go.
And
Maybe they found a sweet pocket.
Snappy low left.
They found a sweet pocket.
Yeah. Low left seems to be catching well on these baskets here. Snappy has played here a ton.
Yeah.
And just a beautiful 38-40 footer to start.
Maybe it's just basket two.
Yeah.
Low left, basket two.
And another birdie. So
Wow.
these guys are bringing down the scoring average here. And that was beautifully played there. A forehand clinic on that hole.
Yes.
And David taking the bogey there with the OB on the drive. So you see Logan and Justin locked in a 1-down tie.
Yeah, it's Wiley Stone. What you know? Slinging rocks and bringing bricks up to your home. That's how it go. Customers be blowing up my phone. Cause honestly, the quality is really all we know. Pull up to your property and drop a pile of stones by your garden gnomes. Build the dopest patios, neighbors gotta know who built it properly with all this artistry. Yeah, it's gotta be Wiley Stone. It's Wiley Stone. Yeah, it's Wiley Stone. It's Wiley Stone. It's Wiley Stone. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Big shout out there to Wiley
Also
Stone.
making this coverage possible, Donnie Wicks and his company First Class Renovations. Thank you, DJ, for your contributions to this tournament. This is hole 3, par 3, uphill in the woods. No out of bounds on here, but a nice little technical shot as we start our journey in the woods. This coming in as the 3rd easiest hole on the layout.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to all of the coverage supporters. And this is the part of his forehand that like surprises me. Like, this is clearly just a backhand shot, but he gets that forehand to do exactly what he wanted.
Yeah. Yes, he does. This is the more traditional play, or so you would think.
Yeah.
Just fades out a little. Now, that is the danger there. The hillside, as you can see, slopes
Sloping
away.
Yeah.
It kind of just, gravity takes that hyzer and drags it with us. Well, Logan.
So you have to be very aware of the height. That right there was a little bit lower, so it's probably going to travel a little bit further before going over to the left.
Beauty.
Still goes over there, but he's right at circle's edge.
And I believe that was a rock, an old classic rock. Snappy throws a ton of those.
And that one straightened up too much. But it stayed in the fairway. He'll have an easy up.
Yeah. And again, Snappy's played here before. Being able to control the speed and throwing something that slow definitely helps keep your disc up there on the platform.
Ooh, hit the right line.
Mm-hmm.
And also with Snappy being able to throw a mid-range, which doesn't fade as hard.
Oh, good bit. Exactly, yeah. Where, if you're not a pro or you have that arm speed, you're throwing a fairway or you're throwing a distance driver to try to get up there, and that's just a little low left there to start on that putt. Beautiful birdie there for Logan. I want to say I think it was a Valkyrie that he was throwing on those like flippy forehand
I can
shots.
see that. Because it held that initial line, but still at the very end, it was trying to come back into the hill. It's not just continue like mine would. Mine would end up at the bottom of this hill somehow.
Yeah. Couple of pars there on hole 3 to finish out. Logan moving one stroke ahead of the field, well ahead of his card. As we approach a downhill shot coming up for hole 4.
Hole 4, par 3, 357 feet, going down the hill. As you can see, these hole previews were taken in beautiful weather, but during the tournament we had a little bit of rain, so the scoring averages may reflect that. This coming in as the 8th hardest hole at 3.3. You can access this with either a forehand or a really touchy backhand turnover shot.
Yeah, it's one that's just right there in front of you.
But you got to find your way there. That looks a little early.
Gets rooted a bit there.
Yeah, so we're going to put him inside circle 2. Not a bad look, though.
Not at all.
I thought he was further away than that, but...
This is one on the backhand where...
Ooh.
Oh, no.
You don't want to do that. I don't even know what's over there.
There's another fairway, actually, for...
But that fairway, there's like a lot of meat before you get to that other fairway.
Yeah.
The other fairway's skinny as well. This is the line I thought... Oh, that didn't turn at all.
We've seen this a bit on this hole. That kind of tends to happen on the turnover backhand line.
Yeah.
Just because the gravity just wants to take your disc over that way.
Skip.
Whoa!
Oh, okay. Oh, man, that would have been so much closer had it hit that tree at the apex.
It's like a 30-foot skip in the air.
That would have been in. I'm calling it. That would have been in.
Yeah, the backhand turnover line here
Yeah,
can be more the play, but...
He's in the meat of... I don't even know how to describe... Like, he has to play out to the other hole to get back to his hole.
He's playing back towards the protective wall, which kind of protects that other fairway, that other tee box we were talking about.
Yeah. Ooh,
and that's fading out off of a tree kick.
So he's still across the other fairway.
Right.
But now he has a slightly better angle of approach.
I thought he would have gone more up the middle over that straight bush, but that's beautiful there.
That's the line I would have took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo Polecat here for Logan. Big floaty bid. You're going to see he's tossing that thing for pretty much all of his approaches around here.
Oh, that's what you want.
David Harless dropping one in on hyzer from a knee.
Throwing a dart. That's like throwing a dart right in there. Ooh, just a tad high. Oh, wow.
Gosh.
See, he can't catch a break. It was the hole 1. Hole 2 was fine. Hole 3 was okay. Hole 4. I'm trying to see if there's a pattern or something against the baskets against him, but I can't. I can't figure it out.
That's just... I mean, that was center.
Yeah. Center, then center on the basket, slide out. There's too many centers.
We saw Matt Dollar had something similar with these types of baskets not too
Yeah.
long ago at the Frostbite Open. Big thank you to everybody for checking this out.
Hole 5, or as the locals know it, Inner 1. This is a par 3, 262 feet, straight down the tunnel. This is usually one of the harder holes on the normal layout, but it's on the gold layout because it converts to a must-get. Super punishing if you miss the gap, but a really nice, rewarding birdie if you can get it inside the circle.
Yeah, Dr. John said it. This is a must get. You're looking at the basket right there. Everything in you wants to get it there and ace it, but that can happen relatively easily. Just a small kiss, and he's out of play for any type of birdie. He may be able to scramble up for a par save, but all it takes is a little kiss.
We've seen the trusty yellow rock that Logan throws on these shots, and that's closer than you think. Look at this.
Thought he was going to be closer with some skip. Oh, he went past it.
Stayed on the right-hand side, found some type of
Lane
gap.
and just stayed there, huh?
Yeah. This looks
Now, if
fantastic.
this goes in, it's not going to stay. Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Wow, that... Okay. I was just joking when I said it, but I mean...
That was fading right towards it.
Yeah.
Firebird trying to get out there, and he's still got some work to do here to just to save the bogey. And that's what was talked about on the whole preview. It's a very tight lane to hit.
Yeah.
Good approach there. I wanted to shout out Lance over at Discgod and Real Discgod on Instagram for stepping up and helping us out on the catch cam for this coverage.
Thanks, Lance.
Nice birdie there, taking advantage of that right side. And, oh, is that a stroke?
He completed the hole. Oh,
Just a touch high.
and see, I don't know what Logan hit, but he hit something that stopped him from going another 15 feet closer.
Justin, the exact same putt he had on hole 4, but this time it stuck.
I can't imagine how infuriating that is. You know, having your stroke the way you want it and the basket not accepting it. And now you're thinking, what do I need to change in my stroke
Exactly.
to get it to
That's
stay
the
in
worst.
these baskets?
You never want to be thinking that during a tournament. What do I have to do to adjust my stroke?
Putting stroke at that, too.
Hole 6, par 3, 309 feet. A very tight and windy fairway. Difficult pin to access, and as the last hole, very punishing if you hit early and kick off into the woods. This hole coming in as the second hardest on the layout at 3.9, really illustrating how difficult a par 3 under 320 feet can play.
Yeah, I remember when we went through this.
Right, man. Take right.
Yes, straight's not the way to the hole goes. But I remember walking up to him, it's like, what are we supposed to do? I have no idea how to throw anything through all of these trees.
Oh, no. That
I didn't
kicked
even
left.
see that. Yeah.
He is
Is
kicked over
forehand
towards...
to play? Maybe forehand's play.
Forehand can be.
Okay.
Got to hit a late tree there, and it kept him in the middle. But it's a late flipping forehand that then gets stable. Kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah.
And still
just
gets
done it,
punished with
yeah.
a late tree. I just don't know how you get there. I'll be perfectly
There's no
honest.
2 on this hole. I don't know how you get a 2 on this hole.
Yeah. I can see why it's a 3.9 on the scoring average.
Yeah. All right, he threw the right disc. Anytime I throw a disc that does that, it just continues to go straight.
Oh, yeah. The scramble roller is always the straightest roller you've ever thrown. Yeah.
Ever.
Nice jump
yeah.
right there. Uh-oh.
And he saw the basket. He was going for it. But no question, that's why he threw that. And I've seen that work for him, too.
Oh, get in.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, maybe David's another attacker.
Yeah, he's shown no fear so far. That one's going to stall out a little early left. Hopefully he still has a clear line.
And that's how you make a par.
Oh, no.
Yep, see, this is maybe him thinking about
Very
slight
much
change,
so.
Slight change to get it to stick. And
That looked a little flatter.
yeah.
Like he didn't quite give it the little touch of hyzer that he puts on it. Maybe for compensation.
Mm-hmm. So he may have made the slight adjustment of flattening it, but not moving the line over or something. All the disc golfers know how finicky putting can be.
Yeah. Unfortunate double there for Justin.
So the hole's showing his teeth there. The last 2 holes have been able to take some prisoners.
Hole 7, aka Inner 3 or Pappy. This is a shorty and a must get on this layout. Still a tight tunnel, but accessible for sure. This was a 2 rounds in 1 day, shotgun start, unsanctioned tournament. I mentioned that because shout out to my friend Austin Meador, who started his tournament with an ace on this hole. Congrats, Austin.
That is a awesome way to start a tournament. Ooh, I don't even know which tree he hit, but it was early.
Yeah.
I expected to see this. Oh, okay. First I didn't think it was going to turn, but obviously a backhand shot. Obviously a backhand shot.
Not if you're Logan Bowers. Making it work. That looks like the line. Oh, that was actually zipping a little, maybe a little too straight.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more inside. Needs
That
to control it.
Ooh, okay.
Beautiful shot. Hopefully he won't be too obstructed there with that leaning tree. You can see the women are 1 hole behind us there. Sarah Sinclair making her way up the fairway on the previous hole. Snappy with a little forehand touch approach, leaving him about circle's edge.
Yeah. Hopefully he won't have those 3 trees directly in his line.
Another long
David tossing
bid.
one up, and ooh.
That's a pretty big tree, as you can see there. He may be
Obstructed, trying to go around it.
yeah. Oh, gosh. Just shy.
That looks scary, like it's going to bounce out the back.
Yeah. But it's another 2 on another forehand shot
Yeah.
where you would normally think it's a backhand, but he is making it work.
Oh, he does. He has this gap. That tree is definitely in the way.
Oh,
And it stayed in the way.
I don't quite know how that tree is standing. Like when you're next to it, it looks almost hollow at the base.
Oh,
Justin off the top there. Just can't seem to kick it in gear. Bogey there for David. Snappy with the bogey as well. So this hole right here definitely getting the better of the group overall.
yeah. For a hole that's a must get, it got them.
It got, yeah. But Logan continues trekking along now. 3 down, excuse me. Heading into these final 2 of the front 9. If you haven't done so already, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/AceRunPro. We have monthly and quarterly giveaways, extra content, early access to content, podcasts, and it definitely helps support coverage like this.
Hole 8, par 4, 440 feet. This is the debut of a brand new long pin on this hole, lengthened by about 40 or 50 feet. We go up the hill after an initial tunnel. And once we get to the top of the hill, just a little further to go before we get this well-protected green that my friend and co-tournament director Michael McDaniel put into a stump.
I never noticed the stump until you just said it. That looks ideal.
You pretty much can't place it any better than Logan just did.
Is it going to stay?
Oh, no.
It had the line. Whether it was going to stay to the right was in question, but that twig took all of that out of question.
Snappy breaking out the forehand as well. A little more angle
Yeah,
and
a
gets
little earlier, so
gets a friendly kick though. He's right in the middle still.
yeah.
Boy, just riding that left side the entire time and gets a little bit of a late kick to send them more towards the right.
That's it. Fuck.
Getting clipped there and pushed to the right. Justin has a wall of very thin trees to deal with. Taking the widest gap he has just as a placement shot. And
That was great.
That's really good. I didn't think you can get there going that wide side.
Me either. I mean, I want to give him a scramble stat. We don't even have stats up.
A little bit of a late tree kick, but David will still have a look from where he is there.
Yeah, that should be at the circle's edge.
And Logan got so far out there that he's just got a jump putt for his second shot.
Wow. I'm actually surprised that he didn't give it more of a bid.
Yeah.
Snappy having to get crafty with a roller, and
He's turning into Scramble Cole this round. But getting it done here, you see the look that David Harless has left.
ooh,
Puts a lot of angle on his putt.
yeah, it does.
Justin, this will be an incredible 3. And
Yes.
he gets it.
One finally sticks.
That one had commitment behind it too. Like he was gunning for that one. Fantastic 3, being out of position, out of the drive, and then with a remarkable scramble shot. Snappy fighting his way through for a par.
And Logan doing the same.
Yeah, Logan just
on a
caught it
little
up.
streak here.
Yeah, that tee shot was fantastic.
I'm looking at his H-Run Pro score box. No red.
No red, quite a bit of green.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
4 greens, 4 grays.
One more to go for the front 9.
Moving himself up the leaderboard, standing at 4 down so far. There's our buddy Lance.
Hole 9, par 3, 291 feet. Downhill and sharply to the right. One of the more uniquely shaped holes you're ever going to see. We're flying past the perfect tree right now. All discs seem to hit it. This hole coming in is the easiest hole in the layout, right at 3.0. That title claimed by the previous hole last year before we lengthened it.
This is a really fun hole to play, as long as you miss that one perfect tree.
That one. That one right there. Yep.
So this just went all of 80 feet. It went 160 feet out, and then 80 feet back, and he went all 80 feet.
Gets inside of it.
Oh, yeah.
Floating.
Yeah, once it's past the eyesight, you just
Oh,
listen.
look at this.
Yes.
Justin Bunnell. It is a fun shot. You first approach and you're like, I don't know how I do this.
Yeah.
And it's really just your most understable putter on like a high knife line and let it fade back out. Snappy faded out a little early, but he'll be okay.
There's a forehand shot here?
It's basically
like
a
the
knife forehand
I
shot.
feel like the forehand wouldn't get you. Yeah, like that's the best you could get with
Yeah.
a forehand. It wouldn't get you all the way there.
There's no glide or pan to it to
Right,
push
yeah.
you forward at the end.
But I guess he does have a look that may be a safer, more comfortable shot for him than trying to put something on Annie. Whoa, slow down.
A little bit of speed there coming in. These
Like
greens
I-
are fast.
Yeah, I was going to say that, and that rough behind the basket comes up kind of quick too. It's definitely inside the circle.
Snappy
Sure,
giving
we'll
it
take
a half bid. Half float, half bid. Oh!
Okay. So
That's the play.
That is the play.
Wow. We were just talking about the angle on his putt. This never offline.
No.
Just dead center the entire way. Cashing it in on the Ace Run Pro run back. Beautiful putt.
Logan taps in his, well, not taps in, but puts in his par.
Yeah.
Staying red free on the front half of the Ace Run Pro score box.
What a great shot there, and Justin has fought his way back to even to close out the front nine here.
Adding a little green to his.
And Snappy with a par. It's going to be the only one over par so far on our front nine here. Well, there you have the first 9 holes of the opening round of this 2022 Seven Oaks Open. A big thank you to Dr. John. Thank you to all the staff and their incredible work to get this course up and ready for this tournament. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. We've got more action coming your way from the Seven Oaks Open. And plenty of action all year long.
Thank you to our Ace Runners for being our Patreon supporters. And again, supporting coverage like this.
Absolutely. We will see you on the back nine of the Seven Oaks Open.